Book of Heaven, Volume 16, April 11, 1924. Scenes of chastisements. Jesus does not force anyone, but moves on when the soul is not ready to let him in, just as he did with the people of Bethlehem at his birth. I continue to feel dazed and sleepy. My powers no longer understand anything, and if I comprehend anything at all in some moment of break, of vigil, then I feel a shadow around me, which, overshadowing me completely, deep into my inmost fibers, makes me long and yearn for the holy will of God. Oh, how I fear that I might go out of his most holy will. Now, troubled as I was by the chastisements which Jesus had talked to me about, and by the sight of the turmoil of created things, I also heard from some people of the great evils that occurred during these last days in several parts of the world, up to the destruction of entire regions. But as I was hearing this, my Jesus, moving in my interior, told me,
"My daughter, this is nothing yet. We will go further in purifying the face of the earth. I am so disgusted in looking at it that I cannot bear the sight of it."
I remained oppressed more than ever, and the horrible picture of the turmoil of nature, which I had seen in the past days, became alive before my mind. Then, going back to prayer according to my usual way, I said to my lovable Jesus, "Since you are determined to lay hand to chastisements, and I can no longer do anything, either suffer or have people spared the evils they deserve, you could free me from this state of victim or suspend me for some time. At least I would spare others the bother." And Jesus,
"My daughter, I do not want to displease you. If you want me to suspend you, I will do it."
and I, fearing that I might do my will, immediately added, "No, no, my love, you should not say to me, 'if you want,' but rather you should say, 'I am the one who wants to suspend you from this state. It should not come from my will, but from yours. Then would I accept, so not to make me content, but to let your will be done in me." And Jesus again,
"I do not want to displease you. I want to make you content. If you want me to suspend you, I will do it. However, know that my justice wants to follow its course, and you and I must surrender in part. There are certain rights of justice which one cannot do without. But since I have placed you in the center of my will, in this state of victim, even if you should now sleep, now suffer, now pray, it is always an embankment for my justice, to prevent the course of the almost total destruction of things. In fact, this is not about only chastisements, but about destruction. However, know that I do not want to force you. I have never liked force, so much so that when I came upon earth and wanted to go and be born in Bethlehem, I went, yes, knocking at door after door to have a place in which to be born, but I did not force anyone. Had I wanted to, with my power, I could have used force in order to obtain a place less uncomfortable in which to be born, but I did not want it. I contented myself with only knocking and asking for shelter, and without insisting, I moved on to knock at other doors. And since no one wanted to receive me, I contented myself with going to be born in a grotto in which animals gave me free entrance and did the first adorations for their Creator, rather than forcing anyone to let me in. However, this refusal cost the people of Bethlehem very much, because they never again received the good that my souls would trade upon their lands, or of seeing me in their midst again. I like spontaneous things, not forced ones. I like for the soul to make what I want her own, and as though it were hers and not mine, to give me what I want, freely and with love. Force is for slaves, for servants, and for those who do not love. This is why, just as with those people of Bethlehem, I move on from those souls who are not ready to let me enter into them and to give me full freedom to do whatever I wanted with them."
On hearing this, I said, "My love Jesus, no, I do not want to be forced, but freely I want to remain in this state, even at the cost of mortal pains. And you, never leave me and give me the grace to always do your will." Thank you for being a part of our community here at Divine Will app. If you enjoy listening to Jesus' lessons on how to live in the divine will, please give this video a thumbs up. Your likes help us reach more souls yearning to live in the kingdom of the divine will. We'd love to hear your thoughts and reflections, so drop a comment below. Your insights not only enrich our community, but also inspire others on their spiritual journey. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel. By joining us, you're helping to spread the news of the kingdom of the divine will, so that together we can bring His kingdom to reign on earth as it is in heaven. In the divine will, always.